We will wait for some more people to come in, but we know people don't really be rocking with the channel like that. So let's get it. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes. She like, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. We go, ooh la la, ah wee wee. They're like, ooh la la, ah wee wee. On a Friday, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Best day, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Blessed day, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la 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 la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question is, where you been? Over here on this side, we like to deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes when the people don't be acting flaky, Popovisms 101, and of course, motivation. So before you jump off the page and Diddy to the left, Usher to the right, I'm going to need you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, good looking. But you know how I do. You know how I plainly start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. We in the end game because it's it's motherfucking Halloween day for those that be celebrating and shit. I don't celebrate. As a kid, I did trick or treat. You know what I mean? I guess go get some candies and all that shit. So you find out motherfuckers be putting razor blades in the apples and doing all type of foul shit to fuck the kids over. You know what I'm saying? And it's still interesting, even though I'm an adult now, and I haven't done that in years. And no kids of mine to like go do that shit. But to see like the ladies and where the ladies at, where the ladies put their little outfits on to join the kids, to go to all the corner stores or the little spots that give out the candy. And you say, damn, it's only the real time of the year where it's said corner stores. Now, I mean, let me get a chopped cheese, where they give something back. If you call, giving some Snickers, candy bars, little Twizzlers and shit like that back. What else do they do? It's also a time where, if you ain't going out to like some real exclusive Halloween party. I've been on the Ghost Boat before. Shout out to Jatan. Shout out to Rope Dope. I put on a little costume before and went out and hang out. It was years ago, but I've done it. So I know what that vibe is like. But if you ain't going to do something like that and you're just walking with your child just to go, a couple of blocks to get some trick-or-treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat, and you got the whole outfit on, like, you looking crazy. Shit crazy. Me and my man, we was joking about it. I mean, it's just the stuff that some of the guys be talking about when we just be talking. It's like, the costume is really just for some, not all, so don't get offended, ladies. But the nakedness and the real scallywag costumes, you dressing up as Betty Boo or Thelma from motherfucking Scooby-Doo and shit, right? And you motherfucking Thelma Louise, so whoever you are, like the lady Lil' Kim, you know what I mean, you Megan Thee Stallion and shit. I'm just throwing names out, but it's like, you really just showing who you are today for some. And then the rest of the 364 days, you really in costume because that's not who you really are. But today is the day that you really come on, baby, and like you want to show it all. What's appropriate and what's not appropriate when you are walking with your 5-year-old son, your 6-year-old daughter, your 8-year-old daughter? This costume and this dress up, but some be too revealing. Like all of the cheeks is hanging out, all in the name of love, or really all in the name of dressing up on Halloween. Because you could go to the parties later. You can go and shake your ass, you know what I mean, and do you when the appropriate time is ready or set for or called for, as opposed to just going from 145th, let's just say, to 136th Street. When you go in all the stores getting candy, you pushing the stroller, got a little man on the outside of the stroller holding it, then, you know, baby girl in the stroller, and they got their little nice little outfits on. They a little butterfly, they a little bumblebee, shit like that. But you dressed like a scallywag, crazy. And it's to get the views, it's to get the light. You just want to take a little picture, Cleopatra with the cheeks out. And I say, you get it, you know, it's Halloween, so it's supposed to be acceptable today. Some of y'all be in costume for them 364 days. And today is the day you really come out, challenge, showing us what you really are. I mean, yeah, bitch. Some of y'all gonna be mad, but I don't give a fuck. We off that. We don't celebrate. Just be safe out there over the weekend. Weasel out. What's the word? Happy Friday. But it is the weekend. It's Halloween, so people is masked up on a serious note. Before we dive into a few topics, and I just got off work not too long ago, so the topics is we going to jump in the waters and see what we can catch today. You know what I'm saying? But on a serious tip, because it's Halloween, people be doing the most. Oh, but you're black, and you in the neighborhood. Guess somebody had got cut or some shit, just randomly in the store. You know what I'm saying? And you cut in the face, a dude, gentleman, by some 2 YNs or what have you, and then they backed out on him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, backed out the blinking on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a problem. Ice Cube, it's a problem, and he had to hold that down. Like, I'm listening to the story. You know, the type of work that I do. We hear shit, we respond, we listen, you know what I mean? We try to stop shit from taking place, pew, pow, pow. And as I'm listening to the story, I'm just thinking, like, what would be my reaction? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, you was in the store trying to get it, yo, let me get a chopped cheese, and nigga cut you know what I mean? And you say you ain't doing anything, you say it's random, and shit do be happening random, but you do, you know, at least me, question, or at least your brain has to take you to, like, is this really random? Is niggas just really? And I remember, you know, some people was initiation. They on the purge. You see the masses. If you on YouTube, you can probably see all of them. If you on Instagram, then you probably only can see this one right here. You know, I only pulled all these joints out for props and all that because it's Halloween. You know what I'm saying? And we just having fun with it. But I don't celebrate. But as I was hearing the story, like, damn, niggas cut you. Then when you went to do something, niggas backed out on you, know what I mean? And like, then ordered some shit from the store. Like, nothing happened. I'm like, nah, this nigga gotta be trolling. But I see the fresh jump off on the face. I'm like, nah, maybe he not trolling. So just be mindful, be careful when you out drinking, having fun, and you got your mask on. Other people got masks and shit on. You never know what they up to, what their intentions is. And you just don't want to be a victim. You know what I mean? You never want to be no motherfucking victim. But let's talk about this. Jamaica. And shout outs to everybody, you know, in Jamaica, you know what I mean? Even though I'm saying, like, I got mad people over there and I don't. I only been there once, 2 years ago, I believe. So it ain't even like I've been, you know, I ain't like I got mad friends and shit over there in Jamaica. But we went for my cousin's birthday and shit. We had a good time. That was my first time out there. And the island was beautiful. Well, we was in Montego Bay. We didn't go to Kingston or like venture out or whatever. But, you know, I know this happened a couple days ago, and we just seen some of the, you know, the aftershocks of what's the word? Happy Friday. We just seen some of the aftershocks of Melissa, Category 5. You know what I mean? Alligators, sharks, bears, and tigers, oh my, swimming in the, the backyards and the ditches of some of the houses. But even right there in the Bronx and right there in Brooklyn in New York, you know what I mean? It was crazy. And we know that like from Hurricane Sandy or like any big hurricane. New York, this I know we're talking about Jamaica, but this side note, this is my show, real quick, and the topics is it's unscripted, it's no set format. We see when Hurricane Sandy, the train floods up, streets be flooded, FDR if you drive certain places and shit like that. And I'm just to say that, like, no matter, the city you in, if it rained for 10 days, let's not even say 40 days on some biblical shit for those that don't believe. That shit bullshit, man. How the fuck it's gonna rain for 30 days and 40 nights? Yeah, easy. Soon as when Most High say, rain for 40 days and rain for 30 nights, it's gonna happen. And, I know people be like, 2030 project, Jamaica, 2030 vision. I think that's the proper terminology that I was seeing when I was doing a little studying, and I guess they're supposed to be coming up with some technology or part of a program. Side note, that's like some conspiracy shit. I'm not fully aware of it, but I did hear it. I did read a little bit about it. So this is why they're saying that the hurricane came, and obviously people that control this type of shit sent that over there. Real quick, do I believe that mankind, I made fire? You know what I mean? Like, could we have the capability of pulling off something like that? Yeah, I mean, possibly. But ultimately, the Most High is in control. And when you see natural disasters and, shit like this take place on a level that they take place, ain't nobody safe. You know what I'm saying? No matter what type of bunker you got, what type of fortified fortress you think you have, no matter how high up into the sky you think you are. And again, to quote, to get biblical, even though that ain't really the wave we on, but when Noah, obviously this is the Noah story, where Noah's Ark, and he built built the big boat, etc., right there in the middle of the desert. They was laughing at him walking by, like, this nigga is the cuckoo bird. This nigga is crazy, shit crazy. He's out here every day building a fucking boat in the middle of the desert. How sick is that? And what Fab said that we walk with umbrellas on a sunny day, or some umbrellas. I can't remember the rhyme, but that's like dumb fellas. They would call us dumb fellas if we was walking with umbrellas and it's mad sunny outside. Unless you're using it as, like some ladies be using it as a shield. But anyway, according to the story, right? When it did hit the fan and shit started raining and all that, he tried to save his son because his son didn't get on the boat as of yet. I think he like got to a mountain or was going up high, and Noah like, get in with us before it's too late. And the son like, nah, I'm good over here. Like, this shit is high enough. And he like, ain't no place but on this boat good. I'm telling you what the Most High told me. You about to be did it and done. So don't ever think that your status, your money, where you live, your neighborhood, etc., when shit like this happen. But I also want to speak about it in this sense, right? Because it was a video going viral where some ladies is in Jamaica. Jamaica. Sam, what's the word? Happy Friday, my brother. How you doing? That baby keeping you up at night? Nah, you've been through the storm already. You know how I deal with that shit. So anyway, we talking about, I got people over here that I know they families is over there, but I only visited there once. It was a pleasant time. We had a blast over there, but you got people that were stuck over there. They still stuck because of shit took place while they was over there, so they couldn't evacuate. And these are Americans now. Like, this is America. Don't get you slipping now. Police be tripping now. And at first I'm thinking they trolling. I ain't gonna lie. I often quote, I got a lot of quotes on this channel, you know what I mean? But one of them is when you put the beat on, I'm not shocked and amazed. When I seen it was two black girls, so I wasn't shocked, two black women. I wasn't shocked and amazed, but I was like, damn, I'm mad that it's them. Because you look goofy, you look crazy. They just had a catastrophic storm hit them over there. And y'all worrying about lunches or breakfast in the bag. talking about being refunded and this. Worry about that when people are dead. People lost their homes. People lost everything they had for some of the people that's alive. If you didn't see some of the clips and videos and shit coming, you know, from over there, it's devastating and look crazy, right? And it can happen to anybody. You could be sleeping in your bed comfortable tonight, and then that shit happen wherever you at. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, on some Drake shit. You know what I mean? It can happen in New York. It can happen in Detroit, anywhere. But anyway, these ladies right here.
So why couldn't we leave when y'all fucking feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price to stay here? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's where we're going now.
We're going to get something to eat.
No, everything closed.
Everything's closed, man.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all in this room.
And you still booked. Who does that? So disrespectful.
Okay, so a lot of y'all have asked me what happens if you don't pay, or if you can't pay, you need to renew, whatever. So this is the line right now for people renewing their rooms or can't pay. So now I have answers for y'all. If you cannot pay, you get locked out. That's just it. You get locked out of your room and you have to find somewhere else to go.
That's crazy.
On the other side of the resort, which is Lady Hamilton, they were comping nights on that side. We are on the Jamaica side. So therefore, we have to pay $320 a night for double occupancy rooms and $240 a night for single occupancy rooms. Some people don't have this kind of money. Some people have been stuck here since Saturday and couldn't get out. We have been fortunate enough, but at this point, I'm about to start selling feet pics because what is going on? Like, we don't know how long we're going to be here. We don't know when the airport's going to get rebuilt. And the price is crazy. It's crazy because people didn't expect to come out of that kind of money. I'm so angry at this point. And some people, the girl in mine telling us how she had to sleep in a friend's room because they locked her out of her room yesterday and she told them she just can't afford it. And they told her that wasn't their problem. So
it's not.
Y'all, please pray for everybody.
These black Americans on my feed at the resorts are so annoying. I can't wait for them to fix the airport so y'all can get back the fuck home. We tell down now, we don't want to know Jamaica because the mentality is so fuck up. And it's so crazy, it is the black Americans. You know, the one them we think would understand we more and be more nicer to we. And them are the fuck up one, and them are in trouble. Let me make this very clear for y'all. As a former resort worker, regular we want to tell you to go suck on the mother. I'm not care what you not understand. Yeah man, a regular we want to tell you to go suck on the mother.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Attitude just fuck up. Hurricane Melissa has been a warning long before it reached. Y'all knew this shit was coming. Y'all.
And that's the thing. It's like you're not gonna go on a ride that they telling you was or at least I'm not. I'm not going anywhere where I'm in the air. I'm risking my life with a little bit that I have left because I got, I'm sure I got more behind me than I got in front of me. That's the reality. So I'm not going to go play, chicken with the Mack truck. I'm not going to do that. They say, yo, storm is coming around this time. Maybe, kind of, sort of. We trying to predict this shit. But it's the weather. It's a fucking hurricane. So we can't pinpoint that shit like, yo, when it comes, it's going to be a level 3, level 2. It's going to be this. It's going to last for 3 days. You can stay in your room if you're here for 7 days, and then the rest of the 4 days, you're going to be hanging out and doing the most. No, it's a hurricane. And you still booked because you just had to go to Jamaica. You had to go get the motherfucking scrub on the little shit we took, the little row your boat jump off. Well, all the ladies go there to get the Jamaica, the Jamaican men to rub that shit all over them. You still booked. You still went. You still took a chance. And gambling is a chance. Every day you're trying to win. Every day it's a possibility you could lose. And you could not make it back home. So why would you travel out the country to somewhere where they're about to have like when they say it's hurricane season? I'm not traveling during hurricane season. It's negative. I'm not going on a ride that they just fixed yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, would you get in the elevator and it says, elevators is broke? You still, even though it opened up, would you still go in the door? The sign say it's broken. and you only live on the 3rd floor, you being lazy, being a fat fuck. Or you being a skinny, lazy fuck. That's you, Kareem Akbar. And you are the true leader of the CNB. What's the word? Happy Halloween. No, happy Friday. I don't celebrate, but it's all good. I'm not doing it. I'm not risking my ass to, just to go vacation somewhere else. And then to have the nasty attitude. Now, I get it. Far as they like, yo, your stay was 4 days. So now after that, you don't got no money to pay. We got to throw you out. That's foul. I think that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Then $325 a night. That's wild crazy. But again, shit is all fucked up over there. So who, have you seen some of the videos that I say? Not even the shark. I thought that was AI. But even just the devastation of the whole strip being, taken up and blown up. Ain't no cars and stuff getting through right away. Just like in Puerto Rico, just like even here in New York. It took for them to build back the beaches or the beachfront and all that took a few years. It didn't just come back like that. It took a few years because it's manpower, it's work, what's the word with materials and shit that you need to build. We need men for that, by the way, ladies. You need men, don't get me wrong. Ladies coming, they be holding up their little signs. They be having their little gear on too, trying to do the work. But ultimately, you need men to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, you can operate machinery and shit if you know how to do it. But a lot of women are not doing that. So the point that I'm pointing out, or the fact that I'm pointing out, is that men do the majority of that type of work. And then you got this funky ass American attitude. That's why it ain't just anywhere you go. Most of the time, when you're American, they look at us with the snarl. They look at us like, well, and that's no matter what color you are. If you out the country or, they nice and stuff in places that I've been out the country, but there's still the stigma or the stench of these fucking Americans, these entitled motherfuckers. And entitlement is a motherfucker. Get you jammed up. Thinking you should have something, just because. You know what I'm saying? So we wishing those people out there, quick recovery on anything that they dealing with. You know what I mean? And we hope the death toll stays down because this is rising. Obviously, it's rising. People can't get to right away. Oh, Hurricane Katrina, right? Another one out there in New Orleans. We had Sandy here, but Hurricane Katrina. And I remember I think it was Hurricane Sandy. We about to get off this topic. We got a few more topics. I had to search through and look through shit because I just got off work. But I know it was the night, I think it was Sandy, or maybe it was a storm or some shit. But I know all on social media, like, people was making fun because the area, even my area, I'm like, there was no bum ass storm. We looking out the window and shit. And then the next day, when social media started showing you the pictures, it's like, oh shit, this shit really hit niggas hard. That's, it's like you never know when it comes to things like that. And so, hopefully they get the help. Rest in peace to those who lost their lives, and condolences to them families out there. You know what I mean? That's dealing with this shit. Hopefully the people that's out there stranded, whether they're American or not, can get back in a timely fashion, because I know that's horrible. But speaking of entitlement, and speaking of one era to another era, and sitting on the front porch and, you know what I mean, looking down on my lawn like, you motherfuckers, you can't fuck with me. This clip of MJ.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
Flashback. But you have to really play hard. Does that hurt you physically?
No, because when I play hard all the time. There's no turning on here, turning off here. It's just 110% all the time.
We come to practice. He's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year. He was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Mm. And so he practiced every day and he played every game on one leg. And so you're like, man, MJ, why don't you just sit up? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out and y'all going through all the crap? I got to be there.
I twist my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you twist your ankle, young fella. Come over and sit with me. This is you need to I said, no, man.
I got a
I'm
name
trying to make a name for
to
myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
When it comes to the most destructive force in basketball for the 20...
I'm gonna pause that. That's just a little clip from Mike, and then this is another video channel, Uncut Hoops. I give them their props, whoever they are. I mean, I haven't seen that, but at first I thought the interview was old, but it's not. It's from MJ himself, right? Not Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? MJ, he say fade away perfect, the GOAT, right? He's the GOAT, or he's considered the GOAT. And this is who Kobe wanted to be like. This is where the mama mentality comes from. It comes from MJ. It's not something he made up. Challenge, made this shit up on my own. And like Nas said, no ideas original, was nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done. What you base your happiness on. Material women and mad paper. That mean you inferior, you're not major. He ain't make that up. He got that from MJ. And you hear a little bit, obviously, have you seen, you know, The Last Dance, the 10 episodes while we was locked down and y'all was going crazy? I wasn't going crazy. Y'all was going crazy. You know, never been locked down before, and I get it. Not saying it was a good experience, but people that have been locked up in the box and just in general, we had a different feel when it came to that. We still could go outside, in our opinion. But have you seen The Last Dance? If you seen this interview, and I didn't see the whole interview because, again, that particular YouTuber, Uncut Hoops, go on, you know, still on the same theme topic, goes on to LeBron James and when did load management start infiltrating and messing up the NBA, right? Adam Silver, etc. And you hear Mike, and like rookie, like I hurt my ankle, I hurt my leg, but still played 82 games. Still told the coaches like, yo, are you serious? I cannot sit out. I cannot sit out. I'm not even letting you tell me I can sit out, which is crazy because we are the team. Like, we got coaches, we got staffs, and then this is coming from the top. This is the owner saying, oh, we're going to sit you down. And I think, like, my first, you know, recalling of it is, you know, one of the great coaches of all times, if you ask me, and that's Greg Popovich. A lot of people think, like, yo, Popovich, you know what I mean? Greg Popovich, you know what I mean? It's not similar. But he did load management. And then other teams start jacking the swag. And, you know, that because of this interview, I think this is recent, maybe like 4 days ago, 3 days ago, it's spinning the other clip in the news where MJ was talking to Oprah. And he like, you know, when I came into Charles, he named a few other people, the Magics, I think. He named some people I can't think of off the top. I do remember he said Charles Barkley, and Charles Barkley was a beast when he was playing, you know what I mean? He like, we proved it. We gave, you know, when they came to us, corporate, with the money, and show me the money, he like, we already had a proven product. We already put the work in. He like, now these guys come out of college, they come out of high school or whatever, you know, you showing them the money before they even do anything, before they prove it, before they shoot one basket. You giving them millions of dollars, and that's why, you know, I'll play saying it, not really trying to disrespect nobody. You know what I mean? I don't want to win no motherfucking NBA, you know, players. But it is what it is, and we don't run from no topics on the show. But that's why I always play off of Kia, my neck, my back, my ankle, my hamstring, my little pinky toe. Like any little injury, these niggas is sitting out. And a lot of these players, the LaMelo Balls, you know, the Kawhi, even though I think he had a real strong Anthony Davis, you know, and then also when this clip, which I didn't play the whole YouTube clip, is back in the day, they flying commercial, and I don't know private jets. Thing to do, so they have one doctor, one trainer. Now you got all this technology, all this medicine, everything at your fingertips. Challenge, and you still can't be as durable. Now somebody be like, nah, but you know, careers is lasting longer now, but it seems like athletes are hurt more. And when you hear somebody like MJ, 6 golden rings, like not 5 golden rings, 6 golden rings. And I know the great Bill Russell got 11 and all that, and other people got more than MJ, even Robert Horry, right? But MJ is the GOAT. You could go back and forth with LeBron. I'm not going to be mad at you at that. Longevity, etc. But it's not cheating fans. Mike, like I'm going out every night in every arena, even a nigga in the nosebleeds, because I know he paid his hard-earned money. He ruled against me, so I want to shut him up. Just think about that. The Russell Westbrook, you know what I mean? Like I'm every possession, I'm dunking with veracity, with ferociousness. Who got flames? You know what I'm saying? And then some people, you know, 2 points at the half, and some bum nigga holding him, huh? And that's where we start. I can't recall the game, but lost a lot of lost. Well, I didn't lose because I didn't put up the money, but I had money. I had money on a good parlay that would have got me some bands. Me and my nigga Gray Fire. Shout out to Gray. And then last year or the year before, and we had bum ass Sacramento Kings, the Sacramento Queens, as Shaq would say, right? And this nigga had like 4 points into the third quarter. You wasn't hurt. You wasn't on the injury report. I forget who they was playing, but it's like you shouldn't have 4 points, my nigga. You know what I mean? Just some bum shit. And it's like this is how we see, you know, the player. You could just say I had a bad game. It's easy for you to throw your points and say you're supposed to get 16 tonight, but you know you don't even gotta get injured. All you gotta do is throw air balls and have an off game. It's like, nah, you know, they was D'ing me up and I had a bad game. But MJ like, yo, that shit is killing the league, and it is. And so, you know, people thought he was hating on the Miami Dolphins, the undefeated 72 team. And it's like, yeah, call me when you don't call me when you get in the neighborhood. Call me when you get on my block. Talking to Tom Brady and them, it's like, yeah, we did it already, nigga. So ain't nothing the NFL, even with the cheating and the scheming and the dreaming and rigging and shit, y'all niggas still ain't gonna be where we at. And obviously they wasn't, because my New York football Giants knocked them niggas off. Killed that undefeated season. Bang, bang, you're dead. A nigga mentioned my team, you're dead. Heard what I said? Julian Hall is all putting, you know what I mean? Shout outs to T-Rex, Murder Mook, and Stack Bundle. Squad up. Rest in peace, you know what I mean? That song fire. That nigga mentioned my team, you're dead. And it's like, soon as when this infiltrated the league, that's when shit started changing. Niggas started getting glass man soft on him. And, you know, people thought Michael was hating. I finished this point and then we move on. It's because it's like, yeah, let them young niggas get their money, man. You went here talking about they ain't earn it, they ain't do this, they ain't do that. Why you trying to stop them young brothers from getting their money? He wasn't really trying to stop them from getting their money. He just was pretty much saying that you ain't earn it. Fresh out of high school, fresh out of college. I hear you talking a good game, but you ain't earn it. He earned it, and then they made the money go up. So you can say what you want about the MJs, etc. Whether you think he the GOAT or not. But as far as not cheating the fans, doing everything to put on and play 82 games, and then he like, yo, you only playing ball for 2.5 hours. Even if you say 3 hours, you're not playing the whole 3 hours. You practicing and then you getting on the court. You getting rest and all that back to back. All right, cool. The niggas was on commercial flights. Don't have the medicine we have. Don't have the doctors and the technology that we have. You bigger, stronger, faster now. Why you can't play? And that's why niggas look at y'all like y'all soft. And it is what it is. Let's talk about this shit though, right? Because we living in a whole nother era, man. Like we living in the fucking metaverse. Like this shit is crazy. Shit crazy. And it's old in the sense of a few days ago, maybe a week ago, maybe even a week and a half ago, but I know it's spinning in the clip now because the studs are us, you know what I mean? And the studstitute, you know what I mean? As the stud substitute teacher who you know, went to school, had the meta glasses on, made a whole real lifestyle, day in the life. It's the day in the life. Of your motherfucking substitute teacher and the people that's going to be teaching your kids, bro, with the whole fake big chain on from downtown Car Canal. You know what I mean? Canal Street, not Car Canal. Canal Street. The fit looking like a stud. Obviously, you want to look like a man, but you're not. Cool. But he does the video. I'm sure y'all seen the viral video. If you didn't, we could swing to it real quick. Cause it's right here. Where's it? Right here.
Yeah, we got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now, little bro. Let's get the day rolling. Who would have ever thought?
Who would have ever thought?
Yes, ma'am. Come get out. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't had to do too much, man. To be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher.
You're looking at the Mississippi Substitute teacher.
Anyway, I gonna play because it's on Pink Pill Lessons. I follow her channel, good channel. I'll be sending little clips to my little nieces and my little cousins, the female ones. They need to hear that shit. Anyway, it's like, come on. I'm that type of teacher. How you on video, you know what I mean, proud to say that shit out loud? Like, you know, we are failing as a society, and we failing as in the black culture. Now, all for something that's doing well, they be like, nah, nigga, I'm not failing. Me and my kids ain't failing. I get it. But the narrative is, or it seems to be, because I could be wrong, that it's only a small percentage that's doing that well when it comes to that, and take pride and put emphasis and some oomph on education and getting to the next level. A lot of us take the back step on that. We rather rap it out, you know, trick or treat it up and shit like that, you know, bubblegum shit as opposed to real shit. That's a side note though. We ain't gonna really dive too much deep into that. But you proud to say that you the type of teacher that don't let your kids do nothing. You ain't requiring much of them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sign out real quick. Hold on. Yeah, kid. How you proud of that? But really what got people mad and in the uproar and why they fired her ass, and then this is why we talking about it now, because that's all. She got fired from the substitute teacher job. Then she got fired at her primary job. So she working, we give it to her for that. Hats off to you. And in today's society, when you ain't got no partner and you want to be strong and independent by yourself, you're going to have to work 2 and 3 jobs. You want that Dunkin' Donuts, right? You want your motherfucking lashes done, the mink lashes. You want that bag, etc. Then you're going to have to work your ass or do shit to try to get it. Side note on that. So anyway, we salute to her for working 2 jobs, right? Or at least trying. But she like, because of all of the backlash and shit, people saying she got the tattoo right here, whole, you know, she just looked crazy. Obviously, the slang or the, you know, the accent, you know, it throws us off a little bit. I know people from New York, when we travel other places, they say we got an accent, etc. So I get that part, you know what I'm saying? But it was one point in the video where you got the metas on. Why are you even wearing something like that to school? Why are you filming my kids? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. Just like the dude, you know, the brother, these TikTok people, they really just want to be TikTok, and I get it. She asking for GoFundMe now. That's why we talking about it. Because it's like, yo, I lost my primary job. I don't know where my next, you know, check coming from. And I know how it is to be out of work and not have, you know, backup plan or no money coming in, and you was depending on money to be coming in. That could be a very strenuous, stressful, tedious, tight situation where you scrambling around, and the people that got it probably ain't going to help you, and your people that really rock with you that will help you, they ain't got it. So you fucked. You know what I'm saying? I know what that's like. You be like, damn, motherfucker that's act like they cool with me, they got it, but they ain't really cool with me. So I ain't even going to give them niggas the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? But tell you I ain't got it. Ain't cold enough, nigga. You got it. I'm just not going to ask. But back to this. She asked for GoFundMe. And whether people donate to her or not, I'm not going to say yay or nay. You can do what you want. You know what I mean? Because that's your money, son. Do what you want to do with it. But the thing is, in the early video, to get her fired, You looking with the meta glasses, you looking at Shorty, you like, damn, she looking at me, trying to show you want to take me down with some Chris Brown shit. And it's like, she edited the video, so it's like you even added that in. And, you know, whether she is stud or not, predatorial, you know, behavior is predatorial behavior, weird behavior, goofy behavior. When somebody, you know, start goofing off, you know what I mean, and they get gooftified, if you will, then we let them do what they do. You just sit back, you observe, and you let them play the fool. Because everybody plays the fool sometimes. But when it be people that's, in my opinion, alternate interior lifestyles in the L train, LBQs and all that, and it's like, when they do it, it just seems to hit a little different because like these people is, what you really doing here? You know what I mean? Like, is this your intentions to get at these young girls and shit? And you know what I mean? It's like, why are you here? And who sent you? Mickey. yeah, all right. Who sent you? Mickey, it's me, Mickey. Like, you know, go be professional, do your job, get the fuck off TikTok. And I know I said all that, but what I was saying the other teacher, because I stayed in my train of thought. But the black brother, right? And he was sitting there in his class, and he was like, I was running, you know, after the backlash came, he was like, I was running late for an appointment, so I couldn't go to the salon, or I couldn't go to my hair appointment. So I just had 100 of them, I think he had 20 of my friends, you know, take my hair out. It's like, doggy, my guy, come here. My guy? Yeah, my guy. I'm being funny now. Cam Newton to Jason Whitlock. Come here. My guy. You're not that guy? It's like, why you got my daughter playing in your hair? Teacher. Teacher, tell me how you do it. It looks so easy, like there was nothing to it. But they don't understand that the ruler would be the creator of the sound, Ricky D. Teacher, tell me how you do it. Why is my daughter playing in your hair? Oh, people second, like for the people that was like, oh, you're sexualizing everything and ain't really having to do it. No, that they shouldn't be close up on you like that, standing over you, digging in your scalp and taking out your hair. I don't give a fuck if you late for an appointment. Do like all the other adults and plan accordingly. Sir, mister. And, you know, he was a TikToker too, so you went viral. So that's why I brought him up to say, some of these people just doing this shit because they want to go viral. It's like, yeah, I'm working this bum-ass job that I really don't want. Or you're doing something that's paying you good, but that's not where your heart's at and you don't want to do it. So you're like, you know what? I'm about to go viral on these niggas. I'm going to go to school, have all the kids take my hair out, and I'm going to film it. Or I'm going to go to school as a teacher on some study-duddy shit, you know what I mean? Make videos and take pictures and videos of people, kids who shouldn't be taken video of, and then play victim. That's the ultimate. Even though she a stud, you could tell she a woman because she didn't want to take no accountability. And that's you, stud Rima. Like, come on, you ain't want to take no accountability? Oh, it's because of my tattoos. Oh, I ain't really like that. Oh, this, oh, that. How about you just fucked up? You know you done fucked up, right? You fucked up and you played yourself and you shouldn't work in the school field ever again. That's how I feel. I work around kids. So I know it's tight, strict laws, a certain, any little thing that's deemed sideways suspect, you're out of here. You're fired. We're not going to play around with that because these is people kids and people don't play about their kids. You see it online all the time. Niggas obviously going to go all out for theirs, even if it means killing or going to jail and being taken away from said kids. You know what I mean? And not think about it. It's going to be a reaction like, you did what to my daughter? I think it was a video where some black kids was being followed by some white dude to the house, and I guess the daughter had called. I don't have it, but I know I just seen it on the timeline. And he came out with the Draco. And the guy like, oh, what are you doing? He like, I don't play about mine. My daughter called me talking about some strange man is following her. He came out ready, locked and loaded. You know what I mean? Like, it's a problem? Ice Cube. It's a problem? Boys in the hood? We got a problem? I'm going to kill you. And so, people like this stud, I'm being funny with the studalinas and playing the games and, shit like that. But it's like, come on. You're bugging. You can't go to school with meta glasses on First day, proud to say, yeah, I ain't had to do shit. I'm not that type of teacher. I let them look at TikTok all day, shit like that. Like we got to do better. We have to do better. Speaking of GoFundMe, we got this sister here who was like, the black man, you gonna let the black man do that to me? Where's she at? Y'all remember this, right?
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just what? And they don't give a brick. Yeah, this man hit me. He would grab the rock and he hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man.
Y'all remember this bubblegum shit? With this motherfucker, what was her nationality? Somalian. Brick lady who falsely claimed she was hit for refusing man's number, sentenced to 10 years probation, 90 days in jail, and banned, 90 days in jail and a 10-year social media ban for 42,000 GoFundMe theft. And a lot of that was a lot of women. Yeah, I'm looking live on YouTube, live on Instagram, and my own camera in case these platforms mess up and I need my footage. So if you see me looking in a circle, I'm not distracted. I'm just giving the other camera some attention. But ladies, like where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? I'm guaranteeing 40,000 of that came from y'all. Cause y'all some goofy and gullible ass, you bitch. You're looking kind of funny, you bitch. You bitch. Guarantee you 40,000 of this 42,000 came from women, you know, behind a, yeah, cause no black man did nothing, all them black men out there. Ain't no black man smack her with no fucking brick because she refused to give him her number. Know that narrative get pushed a lot, and I hate it because it's not to say that niggas don't be acting overzealous sometimes. Like when somebody tell you, I'm good or I got a man, well, fuck you, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? As a young and immature person myself, you know, going through the stages and learning what not to do, how to move, and what's sucker shit, you know, and you gotta leave it behind. I did that too to women. Fuck you, bitch. You don't look good anyway. Nigga did that shit too. She was looking good enough for you to try to get the number, but then when she don't give you the number, she all type of stinking whack bitches. Fuck you anyway, bitch. Your pussy stink. Like, you know what I mean? We done played the fool. Like I said, I ain't gonna get on here and act like I never played the fool sometimes because I sure have. And I still have the propensity to do it again. You know what I mean? In the right circumstances, we gonna do it again. 1 a.m. on my way to the club. 12 a.m. DJ made it around. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we gonna do it again. Not proud of it, but I have some moments like that. But it still gets me a little unease when I hear, especially with the young brothers or whatever, because it's like these uncles, these big cousins, if the fathers ain't around, because you know father's always dead, locked up and in jail on drugs and shit, they narcissists. So none of these niggas got fathers, but they got uncles, they got older cousins, they got older brothers. Somebody need to tell them, like, listen, when a woman rejects you, you just got to hold that down, my guy. It's plenty more fish in the sea. It's a million of fish in the sea. And the bus comes every 10 minutes. It's always going to be another bus coming by. So you're going to get a ride. You just got to be patient. Get your game up. Brush your teeth. Comb your hair. Put some deodorant on. Spritz your little nice smell goods. And you're going to get something. You bound to get something. But anyway, back to her. In the Lion. 10 years probation. 90 days in jail. I don't hold. I don't know when she's going to do the time at. That gets you for lying on innocent people. This is what needs to happen. Should have gave her 6 months in jail. Keep it a buck. This coming from somebody that did jail time. I hated there. That yakisobe chili con corn, nigga. We hated it, right? But when you lying on people, when you fucking with people's livelihoods, reputation, integrity, and certain things, you need to. And if it's not jail, then it need to be something else. Dr. Umar, we ain't hear him in a while since they went into his bank account, so I ain't see him spending in the timeline. He like, nigga need lashes. Someone might need some lashes. But 10 years social media ban. That's a good one. That's a great one. Now you can't get on here lying. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't keep up with the Joneses. It needs to be start putting things in place, especially for the Joy Taylors of the world. You know, who say like, you know, best friend like, yo, so what you gonna do if you get caught? You fucking both of them niggas. Well, being how he the boss, I'm just gonna say that, you know, he used his power over me. He was taking advantage of me. Damn, bitch. You just gonna straight lie on a nigga like that and say he took advantage of you? No, you know what I mean? No blinking of the eye, not even thinking about it. No weights, no nothing. You with the shits. That means you diabolical, you foul, and you vicious. You know what I mean? You really foul to do shit like that. And just to lie randomly on the black man did this to me, and then the black man didn't do nothing to protect you, to help that false narrative of, you know, black women is the most unprotected. Y'all know I don't believe that. I believe it's the kids. It's not the women. It's the kids that's the most unprotected. Because with bum-ass parents, who else is there to help guide them through this bullshit? Right, it's the kids. But 10 years banned from social media, 90 days in jail, I'm thinking 6 months. 6 months would have been perfect. Right there in Rosie's or motherfucking Bedford Hills. I don't know what she's going to do with time at. Speaking of time. Time on my hands. Since you've been away, girl. This young lady
You're
right here.
not allowed to phone another inmate, can you?
I don't call him like that, so what do you mean?
You don't call him like that. You have to break policy at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and do some kind of
Yeah, set this girl up.
call involving Isaiah Chance's mother. Isn't that true?
Yeah, we do that.
You do it all the time, right?
Yes, when he asks for me, I do it.
This girl still talking to her boyfriend.
Shut my phone off. Anyway.
You're not allowed to phone another inmate, can you? You're not. Now I want you to read to the jury what you texted your friend Jewel Jordan on January 21st of 2021.
I said, girl, I don't like Julio. That's my fucking ass off, ugly ass bitch. He needs to die. And shit, that was Will, friend, fuck the cold shit. Then I said, bitch, he shot me and my friend died. Yeah, I'm pointing out who did it.
Yep, it's over.
That's your. And in fact, not only did you hear about it from Charles Jones, you had conversations on your phone about it, and you assured him you would delete it, right?
I mean, they got her dead to right. What's her name?
Claiming to this jury.
Alyssa Andrews, right, takes the stand in her own trial. Claims she speaks to the alleged abusive boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, 10 times a day in jail for safety, while facing life in prison for the murder of rapper Julio Fulio. And rest in peace, Julio Fulio. Condolences again, even though this story is old. I think 2 years now, a year and a half, something like that. Probably like 2 years, or maybe it's even less than that. Time be flying, time be merging, and when you do, you know, constant stories, unfortunately, some of these stories sound redundant, but it's just different players inside of the said story. But I remember doing the video on Julio Fulio. You know, I didn't know who he was, and it's like the brother from Suave Drilly from the Bronx. I'm not a drill rapper fan. I don't keep up with it. I guess if the song playing on the radio or the shit is mad hot and it catch some burn or some steam, nigga may give it a bop and listen to whatever. But you know, I didn't know who he was, but come to find out, I guess he was that dude out there in Florida. And you know, it's just sad that, one, I'm not saying he's innocent. You know, obviously got his mom shot. His mom's trying to get him out the shit. Still keep going, the fame, or, you know, just the, you know, the views and the attention you get from, you know, living in that culture and, you know, being a part of that, right? But his mom was like, damn, he got his mom shot. Niggas trying to get at him, end up shooting his mom's. She almost lost her life. Then told him, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, if your loved one's taking, you know, hits too, still stay innocent. I'm definitely not saying he innocent. But this chick right here, She definitely ain't innocent. And the only reason why I'm speaking about it without knowing all the details about the trial, because I haven't been following. This shit is just on the timeline. And tonight, on a Friday, sometimes when I get off late, it's hard to get topics and find out what I'm going to talk about. But my show is unscripted and we uncut, so we don't, there's no set format. I kind of do what I want in the show, and that's why I like it. Basically, I'm content creating, but I'm just giving my opinion and talking my shit, right? To be able to kill and to quote Wu-Tang, as I'm about to do right now, we do a lot on the channel. To kill one man or kill 10, it's all the same. Besides, they can only kill you once. To kill one man or kill 10, it's all the same. Besides, they can only kill you once. Now, I'm quoting that to say, like, we live in a society now, especially women, and they supposed to be the softer side, the nurturing side, but they so, I didn't even use the right word for the other chick. I wanted to, not diabolical either, but it's conniving. You know what I mean? It's wicked, because physically, for some, obviously some women can beat up men, but it's a small percentage. Most of the average man gonna whip a strong bitch ass, right? Like, that's just the way God made us, you know what I mean, physically. And so they gotta be cunning, conniving, but they supposed to be this softer side, and the way they can just put out hits or get my brother or to get my man, like the video where the dude was talking to the chick at the gas station. You know what I mean? Ain't know her man was in the car, how he just got out, bang, bang, killed homie. And you just drive away with him like that shit is nothing. Probably slept in your bed, gave him head and all that same night like it was nothing. So they came and got his goofy dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but you're black. And just to hear, like, even though she like, yo, he shot my friend. So he gotta go. Get it. You spin the block, one of my peoples is dead. I spin the block, 10 of your peoples is dead. Shit just keep going like a circle, like a never-ending cycle, right? So I get it. You mad, you frustrated, could have been your bestie or whatever. But just the stupidityness, you know what I mean? The stupidityness. Or you on trial, they got your phone, ain't nothing, never really deleted. You on the phone three-way, doing shit you don't supposed to do. And just the cow, I think I had seen another clip where, like, she had smiled or was smirking at the, when they was talking about his death. And, it'd be people right there, right in your circle. That's sitting right there with you. Smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. Smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Backstabbers. Fake like you cool with us. You in the entourage. We gotta be careful in today's. And that's also if you involved in this type of shit. If you rocking with homies that's with this, if you a girlfriend, of a said member, you know what I mean? Like, you could be caught in the fuck shit. Even if you just a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and your girl is down with the shits, and you just visiting because you a good guy, Klay Thompson, some Klay Thompson ass nigga. And that's you, Klay Thompson. I'm being funny, but I'm not. I'm being funny though, you know what I'm saying? And you the good guy. So, you know what I mean? You don't really know diabolicalness you're sleeping with, or that's in your circumference. And they be the ones that creep up and get you. And then when you look up, you know what I mean? You're getting set up on your birthday and you're getting taken out. You know what I mean? Which was really, really, really sad. What else we got? How long we been on here? Almost an hour. Oh, let's talk about this shit real quick. Because I thought this was old. Apparently it's not. I could have swore these is the same posters, the same clips and video stuff that I seen from said 50 Cent. And we talking about the Big Meech.
Suck my dick. Fuck out.
50 Cent? Kiss your mama with that mouth? Shit. So anyway, 50 Cent trolls Little Meech after Stars officially cancels BMF after 50 said it would be a no new season because Big Meech accepted money from Rick Ross for bills. Right? And then this, as I said, this is all, I guess he must have re-put it back up. But this him with Little Meech, and this Little Meech texting him, they just told me You unfollow me off Instagram, and now you managing Skilla, baby, with Rocket. When I brought him around you first, you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you? Huh? I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only shown you love and loyalty and human. I go through my own shit, but I never switched up on you. Fuck Ross. But he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until the next season starts. This internet is throwing me off, man. You know me in the real life. You know me in the real life. So I know I read this before. I know I had already. So that's why when I seen it spinning again, I'm like, this shit is old. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they were saying the season 4 wasn't going to come out, and it did. So now this is going to be season 5. That's definitely not coming out. But same stuff with 50 Cent trolling or whatever, like out of work. I seen this picture already. So that's why I was like, it can't be, it can't be new. But I guess it is new. I don't know if he told Stars because Rick Ross accepted money. Big Meech accepted money from Ross or not. I don't know if he had to tell the execs that. He probably just like, listen, I'm one of the big chiefs up here. Me, Big Chief. And we don't want to green light season 5. Fuck it. We don't want to, I didn't watch season 4. Not because of that, but just ain't have time or I haven't watched it. I did see 1 through 3, and I thought it was alright. Good series, right? Hoping the paid in full series is even better than that. You know what I'm saying? Or if Dame get his way and he do Preem story. You know what I mean? I hope that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I doubt it, but we still could hope. Anyway, I thought it was old. It's not old. It's new. But we already kind of knew this. 50 Cent said it ain't going to be no next season, little nigga. Because that was the exact quote when he like, my pop's waiting till the next season. You know what I mean? I guess he'll get paid. And I don't know how the money got allocated. Did it go to Little Meech? Then he pieced them off. T West and all that, Southwest T or whatever. You know what I mean? But 50 Cent like, ain't what next season? Ain't gonna be no next season, little nigga. So we already knew this was in the makings. Guess because contractually wise or obligations, they had to go through with season 4, and they did. And I heard it was alright. I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna have to check it, but I just thought that was old because I remember reading all those things before about it ain't gonna be no next season. What little nigga this and him saying like, yo, fuck Ross. But then right after that, you taking pictures with Ross with the money team, Mayweather and shit. So, I'm not surprised at the story. I'm not shocked and amazed when you put the beat on because he already told us this. He's like, yo, it's not gonna be no next season after this, little nigga. I'll put you in acting school. I did XYZ. I put money in your family and woo. Like we already seen the back and forth. So I'm not surprised. It just instead of happening season 4, it's not gonna happen season 5. And there you have it, folks. I take 50 Cent as a man of his word. You know what I mean? And again, real quick, because this topic is old, if you ask me. Big Meech, for all the smart, powers, that he's displayed as in the series, right? And I get it, he still went to jail, so some may be like, he wasn't that motherfucking smart, but he was smart. He was able to do stuff that not many people did, just on a negative level, so I'm not glorifying it. But what I'm saying is to get people to work with each other when they don't want to work with each other, to make it happen and everybody get to eat according to, the legend that is. Even the butler driving the Bentley, and everybody was getting money. It wasn't like niggas up here and everybody is, down here as just workers. He was living well, right? Even though some negative killer community shit. In that regard, suave, business type of man, you know what I mean? Could think, etc. and shit. Take risks, a risk taker, and you have to be in the drug business, right? Ain't no real safe bets, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that being said, now when you come home with the status of being, even though he did have the stain, people was, I don't know if that was, what's the word I'm looking for? If it was confirmed, right? Or any, people that was in the feds was saying how he get out and woo. People always try to say that on people, but I ain't seen nothing substantial. That's the word I was looking for. I don't think it was substantialized. But anyway, with that being said, besides that little stench on him, you would figure, I figure, like, all right, everybody got the song about you. We know you. You got hood allure surrounding you of being this, this prestige type of individual, right? Everybody eat around you. You that guy that you would come home, get on the phone. You got LeBron shouting you out, and you end up being with Ross and taking the pictures with 50 nemesis, if you will, or his ops, right? As opposed to pulling some other strings and being calculated in a different manner. Guess that's what I'm getting at. Like, you would figure for all the suave and the sense and the street, ability to do what he did, he would be able to not step on some toes and make some shit happen. You know what I mean? Outside of Ross. Like, that was the go-to guy. This was the guy you chose, and there ain't nothing wrong with Ross. Besides, saying you wasn't a correction officer, besides taking the real freeway, name and all that. Like, you got some blemishes, but as far as rap career and being a businessman, he has proven to be an all right businessman as well. He's supposed to be up, right? So that part, trying to do business with him, but you fucking with 50 or your son was a bad miscalculation, and at least right now it looks like that. If he come out, because one day you down, one day you up, or one day you up, next day you down, as long as you stay the same, it'll come back around. If you stay persistent and you keep trucking along, it's going to be good days, going to be bad days. That's for everybody. I don't care if you're a millionaire, if you're 50 or whoever you are. It's always going to, that's life. Flows and ups, hot, cold, up, down, left, right. It's always going to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Positive, negative. That's just the universal laws that's unwritten. But he might fall, right on his feet and be a billionaire himself. Who knows, right? But for right now, it still look bad. Like, damn, bro, you could have went. Why you ain't LeBron holler at you? A lot of people was like, why is LeBron hollering and giving welcome home, big guy, whatever he said online, just to try to be down, if you ask me, because you don't know him. You might know some people that may ran with him. Who knows? But it's just like, well, if you know him like that, then did you throw him something? Did you say, yo, I got TV shows and we got what's LeBron James' shoe? The barbershop or whatever it is. You got shows you produced and you in Hollywood. So why not fuck with him? If you fuck with him like that. And it's not to get at LeBron, and that's somebody who I remember when he was like, yo, welcome home. A lot of people online was talking about it because they're like, he was at the Diddy parties and now you're saying, welcome home, Big Meat. How do y'all know? What's the correlation? How do y'all know each other? Why are you shouting this big drug dealer nigga out that, did what he did in the community? You know what I'm saying? But what about other people? You couldn't swindle no other deals. You couldn't do nothing. So you step on the toes of the person that put your son in acting school, looked out for you and your brother, while y'all was locked up, sent y'all bread and made sure y'all was good. I'm sure y'all got residuals or something off it. Why did you go that route? What made you calculate in that fashion? That's like my only thing. It's just like it was a bad move, and right now, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What else we got? Have we got anything else? Oh, let's talk about the Summer Walker shit, though. 2 more topics and we out of here. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Summer Walker. First of all, I'm not familiar with her music. I like her music. She talented, I think, right? I think she attractive sister, you know what I mean? Without needing all that extra bubblegum bullshit that these chicks be doing. But, who am I to tell them what to do with their body? You know what I mean? Your body, your choice. You could do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You could put hair over your hair. You could put lashes over your lashes. You could put nails over your nails. You could put butt on top of your butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever you want to do. That was just a joke. I ain't mad at you. But she's spinning in the clip because she's on some podcast, and I had to go look at who she was with. Because I didn't know who she was with. I don't really care about none of that. But it says Summer Walker's past boyfriends include London on the Track, LVRD Pharaoh, I don't know who that is. And Little Meech, who we just was speaking about, whom she has children. What? Okay. She also dated Coop Cashington. She dated a nigga named Coop Cashington. What's Poppington? Coop Cashington? And was recently linked with Rico Reckless. The video explains someone washing relationship with someone on the track. They're giving us the details on London on the Track from 2019 to 2021. After her breakup with London on the Track, she dated LVRD Pharaoh, and they have twin boys together. Also, she got 2 boys from him. Walker was in public relationship with rapper Meech from March 2023 to December 23. She ended the relationship after accusing him of infidelity. She was briefly linked to Coop Cashington in April 2024, but relationship status is unclear. Walker was reportedly in a relationship with Rico Reckless around late 2024 and into early 2025. So this is, see the pattern. No time to yourself. No time to heal. No time to take accountability if it's you. Might not be you, but it could be you. But we won't know because you didn't take no time to self-evaluate, self-assess, take, inventory of what's going on with you. Kareem Akbar, you are the true leader of the CNB. But why she going viral was because she came out with this shit on some podcast shit that sound crazy.
Just bleed them dry. Yes. As soon as you get everything, you're off.
If you go broke, I will leave you.
Ah.
Figure it out.
So you're here to just bleed them dry.
Yes.
As soon as you get everything, you're off. Do you normally seek out the victims, or do they come? Is it inbound calls?
Oh, no. I never chase.
So it's never outbound.
I only attract.
Inbound only.
And if you came and talked to me, that's your fault.
Right, your prerogative.
That's your
you
fault.
signed up for this.
Ladies, if you try to ride or die, you will, in fact, die. Don't do that no more. You look stupid.
I do want to think, and maybe this is me being optimistic, that not like 100% exclusively that will be the experience. Maybe there are some good dynamics still left, no?
It could be. I'm not a man hater. I don't know. I just don't like them anymore. Like,
When you say them.
Like men, I don't like to date. Wise. Like, when you go broke,
If you go broke, I will leave you. You come talk to me, El Stupido. Basically, if you fuck with her after seeing this video, you're a bozo. Unless you just want to clap them cheeks. Booty 11 sounds. And then after that, you send her on the way. I hate to be vulgar and sound crazy and nasty and derogatory, but she's a bird. It's a bird trap. And that's the bottom line. She's a super bird, and I don't even know her. But what you're saying out of your mouth sound like some bird shit. It's you're keeping it a buck. You're keeping it 1,000. You're being honest, because that's what some people will probably say. Let's go on the comments. My comment. She a bird. It's a bird trap. That's why females be getting played now. Oh yeah, these females doomed. Do you know how much a man will spend on you if you're loyal and committed? That's from a woman. This is coming from scorn and bitterness because of past trauma of her situation is not working. Don't listen to what she's saying. She has an agenda to fool herself so she doesn't feel responsible for her failed relationships. Single parent with 3 kids, by the way. Misery loves company. That's the fact. Those are the facts. Please don't listen to this bitch. Hyper precise breakdown. No one could have said it better. She's dead ass rage baiting and trying to bring attention. No one shall let it work. She's in her I hate men phase, like 50% of black women at the moment. They usually go gay for a little while at this moment. It's terrible how they want other females to follow their misery. This is why she can't keep a man. Fellas go by law, 10 infection, avoid the unlucky and unhappy. It's the last one I'll read. Y'all do know she's a stripper, right? And she's caping for views. Another album must be on the way. She's a lover. She has her heart broke. That's why she's saying all that. And so, it's unfortunate. Fellas, love your daughters. I can't divulge too much, but I'll just, say this. Sitting talking with, some of the youth, especially the young girls, the young ladies, and they different ranges. They talking about flings and toxic relationship. How would that affect your mental state? How would that, affect you in your day-to-day life? And as I'm, being a fly on the wall, I'm sitting there, listening. I'm like, damn, well, why is all this toxic relationship talking about? Why are we talking about flings and things? And you so young. Where's your mom's at? Where's your father at? Where's your brother at? Where's the self-love? Whitney Houston. And the self-love is the greatest love of all. And then the flip side is like, so we don't know how no healthy relationships look like. We don't know what no positive imagery of relationships look like. Everything is just toxic. Everything is just all fucked and everything is the worst. And so what you think you're going to get out of that? You're going to get the worst. You're going to get the worst of the worst. If you're from the worst, you could be an anomaly and become the best around and nothing's ever going to hold you down. But ultimately, it's like, yeah, you come from shit, you're going to be shit. But you're too young to be even thinking about it. You should be thinking about college and what you're going to do, career-wise, not no babies, not no boys. That's just telling you anything that they think you want to hear. Because y'all getting high and all that shit together. You know what I mean? It's just so sad out here, and the only thing I can do is just recall to my days. And although it was sex going on, and we was sneaking around and trying to play tag and you win and get some buns, I don't think it was like it is now. For some reason, it called me crazy. Maybe I had to talk with some of my, people that's in my age bracket and get their perspective on how they remember it as kids from men and women, just to see. But, I wasn't that popular, so I know I wasn't popping off like that. You know what I mean? It was late to blossom and all that till you get the glow and you realize the swag and confidence and you can do what you want. You put your mind to it. But ultimately, I just think it's just too loose now because it's, it's the alternate lifestyle that's out there. You besties and, everything. Quick to call straight men zesty, but you besties with the gay guy. Like social media, places to link up, backdoor offices and chat rooms and shit. Like all these online services where you can sell your feet pictures. Like I had one whole adult lady tell her daughter, like, yeah, she was encouraging her daughter and like, yo, get your money. Like you only selling feet pictures, but the daughter was young. So it was like, this is the shit that we dealing with. And we only, I see it only going spiraling down from here. Sometimes it be seeming this shit is hopeless. You know what I'm saying? But, back to Summer Walker, 3 kids, single, no relationship lasts, 2019, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. It's like, when do you step back, take time to breathe, you know what I'm saying? Get the toxicity out. Work on yourself for a little bit. Be single. Not go switch to the same sex like some women be doing. You know what I mean? And just right to the next nigga. It's hard for you to even pair bond because you so dealing with mad niggas. How the fuck you gonna be fucking with one nigga? Every time you look at them, you're gonna be like, well, the next nigga did this, or you ain't doing what he did. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna be constantly comparing, and you're not gonna be happy. And all that talk that she just was doing just sound like somebody that's hurt, that got their heart broken up into pieces, and now they mad at men. I would say the world, but as she said, I don't really like men now. So who do you like? Probably gonna see you with, you know what I mean, a side piece. That's a woman. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. But that's what I got for y'all tonight. It's Friday night. Got off work late. Got to be back to work tomorrow. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. As I said, it's the weekend. Be safe. Keep your head on the swivel. Be respectful. You never know. The streets is dangerous. So, you know what I mean? You could be up out of here. And do you ever think about when you out of here? But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid. Be safe out there.